My DePauw experience has been pretty interesting and enlightening, I would say. I'm a senior now, so I've pretty much experienced all DePauw has to offer before I can graduate. And I feel that it has enriched me in ways I didn't really expect out of a college, and it's not just academic, which is what surprised me. So I was born in Washington, D.C., but I went back to Ghana. My parents wanted me to grow up with the Ghanaian culture. And so I spent most of my schooling in Ghana and came only back to America for college. And coming here, what surprised me the most is that DePauw is a really small campus. We're only about 2,000, 3,000 students. And within that space, there's still so many different divisions that have to work together in order to move the school forward. And it's even more complicated because of how small we are, because we have no option but to work with each other because there's nothing else around us, really. We don't have any cities or any things to escape to unless you go to Indy or Plainfield and you need a car. And so that was the first obstacle, which was just working with everybody and getting used to seeing everyone, the same people day after day, and knowing that these people have differences from you, like internal differences. But I went to a boarding school in high school, and so I had generally gotten used to this, but I feel like it was more nuanced in DePauw because I had never really had an experience of being a minority outside my country, because we are the majority of the people in my country are black people. So I never really had to start facing these questions and these issues until I got to DePauw. And another thing it made me realize is that we as Africans are not really exposed to the issues that African Americans are dealing with here. When you get here, you realize that we are actually the same, we're the same skin color, we have the same history until a certain point, but we as Africans are not really exposed to African American issues outside what's taught to us in our history lessons. And you have to keep in mind that that at least personally, I grew up with the British system, so what I learn about African American history and the issues that people of color are facing with in America are going to be through English textbooks, British textbooks, or American textbooks. And so I never really realized how little I knew about these issues until I came here and started engaging in dialogue with other people, started observing how different groups interact with each other, and also joining in the protests that go on. I know that I think the biggest culture shock for me was when that guy, I don't really remember his name, the guy who came with the loudspeaker, that pastor.
From Westboro Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Brother Jed. Yeah, that was my first real experience with feeling like I am actually not as secure in here as I thought I was. And it's not a good thing or a bad thing, it's more of a learning thing that I learned to be more cautious and to actually accept that, okay, that the issues here aren't really as black and white as I thought they were when I came in. And that's one thing that I really value DePauw for, because I don't think I'd have gotten exposure to that kind of awareness in any other space. So that was my major thing that I've gained here, and also just a bigger sense of community in the ways that I had to overcome any kind of insecurity or issues that I have with coming from outside. I feel like I was able to remain neutral to whatever kind of discriminatory or feelings that I would have had in freshman year. And over the years, I really learned to hone my craft of interacting with people and managing the differences that we have in order to move forward to a collective goal. And I can really attribute that to just the DePauw experience. I don't think I'd have gotten that anywhere else.